Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is a very special day. It is the day that I gave birth to my child, my daughter, my beautiful daughter Allison Evangeline. Today is her 13th birthday, you guys. I just can't believe it. I cannot believe I'm a mother to teenagers. It's so insane. So, what I'm going to be doing today, with just a little message here, I just want to do a little rambling as well while I make this chocolate cake for her. This is just a small serving chocolate cake. She asked me for a chocolate cake with no frosting, so that's what I'm making. But I also wanted to make this video because I think it's a good message for this day. You know, a message to my daughter, a message to all little girls, to all older, any girl, man, woman, female, doesn't matter. This is a message to people that I just want people to sink in. Okay? Never be afraid to stand up for yourself. Listen to me and hear those words clearly, because a lot of people, you know, they get this idea of you, and people's ideas of you are bullshit. Don't even freaking listen to it for a second. But people will shame you for standing up for yourself. People will tell you, oh girl, you don't even have to. Why are you even giving them the time of day? Why are you this? Why do you even care what they think? Bitch, it's not that I care what anyone thinks, but I am not going to just let people run their mouth about me and not say something in return. You got me all the way fucked up if you think that I am going to be like that. And I will stand up for anybody who does not have the voice for themselves. But just never be afraid of screaming and yelling and being an asshole. Don't be afraid of those things. So many people, they are complacent, or they deal with things because they feel like, oh, I don't want to make a scene. I don't want to be the asshole. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, blah, and people will walk all over you when you are like that. So let's get this, let's start this chocolate cake. So we need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So yeah, my daughter, I just can't believe, you guys, she's 13. It's amazing. Time goes by so fast. But you know, I grew up around people, my mother, my sisters, everybody, all the people around me. I grew up with everybody afraid to make a scene, afraid to stand up for themselves, afraid to call out bullshit when someone's lying to their face, afraid to, I mean, I used to even be afraid sometimes. Like, it was very rare, but still, there were times when I perceived somebody to be better than me. It was usually like somebody, like a professional, someone who held a spot in, you know, as a productive member of society and all that. I had all these ideas of who I was supposed to be and all this stuff, and it just never, it always made me depressed when I tried to be what was deemed acceptable by other people. I got so depressed when I tried to be somebody different for other people. So my biggest thing to my daughter and any other person listening to this: make noise. Get fucking mad. Get angry and stand up for yourself. Figure out where your boundaries are and stand by them stand by them with all of your might. Do not let people, you know, and I say this with such passion because every once in a while I falter on my own boundaries and I always end up getting burnt. I always end up getting burnt in the end. So don't falter in your boundaries. Don't falter. Don't put up with shit just because of who somebody is relationally to you. You know, you don't have to put up with anything like that. If you have a toxic person in your life, whether that be your mother, your sister, your brother, your dad, your grandmother, your grandparents, your best friend, whatever, distance yourself from them. Because I guarantee you all of the negative self-talk that's going on in your mind is that other person's voice. I'm so sick of seeing people. Man, my throat chakra is clogging up because this is something that still plagues me. Actually, plagues me a lot, and I have a really hard time with it because in our society, especially American society, niceness is like it's more socially acceptable to tolerate shit that you normally wouldn't, tolerate behaviors and treatment that you know you don't deserve. It's more socially acceptable to put up with them things than to make a scene and call people out and make everybody uncomfortable. You know what? I think it's time that we start getting uncomfortable as a society. I think that's our problem, is we've gotten so comfortable with all of our modern conveniences and all that. We've gotten comfortable to where now we feel like we have to endure. It's deemed stronger to endure and not say anything than it is to speak up. And that pisses me off because I will always speak up. I'm just a vocal person, and I'm a Libra and a Sagittarius and a Cancer. And I just cannot keep my fucking mouth shut. And I won't. And I honestly, I wish other people wouldn't either. I wish everybody would get pissed off. And I wish other people would be honest about who they are and what they expect out of people. Because a lot of our disappointments in life are because of your failed expectations, or because you didn't like. So when Mark does a favor for me, if he does something for me, if he buys something, he has unspoken expectations that I will return the favor through sex, through rubbing his head, his feet, making him dinner. Like all of these things, they're not said, like, because if they were, I would not accept. I would say either you do it from your heart or you don't do it at all. Make your intentions clear, people. Don't have expectations that people are going to do you the way you do other people. Don't expect you out of people, because they're not you and they're not going to act like you. They're not going to give you the same courtesies that you gave them. You know? And people are going to take anything that they can from you, whether that be your peace, your happiness, money, whatever. People are going to take from you. But they're going to people have silent expectations, and I fucking hate it. It's like, be real about who you are and what you expect and what you want and what you feel you deserve. Or shut the fuck up and get the hell out of my life, you know? That's honestly how I feel. I can't stand a fucking fake person who tells me things based on what they think I want. You know, like Mark. I use my relationship in my life as an example because, you know, that's all I got. But Mark, he'll lie to me, okay? He will lie to me about things because he thinks that it will save him a fight. But he doesn't understand that it's the principle. It's about the fucking principle. It's not about what you're doing. It's not about who you're with or what you're lying about. It's the fact that you feel like you can lie to me and get away with it. You are insulting my intelligence when you lie to me. You are thinking that I'm stupid enough to believe what you're telling me. And I know that he calls me, and then he goes on this whole thing of, oh, you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I'm always fucking right. Always. Always right. I can sense a fucking lie a mile away. And people who think that they can lie to me, oh man. It joys me to be the biggest bitch in the world to them. There's nothing that lights a flame faster in me than a lie. Because, you know, it's the principle of the thing. Like I said, I would never do the things to you that you do to me. And so that's why I take such offense of it. And I won't put up with it. I would rather be alone every single day of my life than to be played and taken for a fucking fool. Okay. Half a teaspoon of baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Okay. 1 large egg. No, that looks like a medium egg. And then a half a cup. I think that's a half cup. Half a cup of milk. Fourth cup of vegetable oil. So yeah, I'll just let people keep thinking I'm a bitch. And you know what? I just don't care. I don't care how people see me. Because you know what? I know what I am. And me being a bitch, you know what I hear more than that is I wish I had your courage. I wish I had the ability to stand up for myself like you do. And you do. You do have that ability. Trust me, you guys. All of us have it. It's just opening up that throat chakra and allowing yourself to be viewed however. As long as you know who you are and you know how you act and you know the truth of you, what other people say about you doesn't fucking matter. But that doesn't mean people can just go around talking about you however they want and then they're not going to hear from me. Bitch, you got me all fucked up, okay? Because I don't take that kind of stuff. I don't tolerate that kind of two-faced behavior. I don't. Half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I use the Watkins Baking Vanilla Pure Vanilla Extract. This is a little bit more expensive, but man, is it worth it. So delicious. I would like to try to make my own vanilla. I've got the vodka. I put a little extra in there because I like vanilla. And then we need 1/3 of a cup of very hot water or coffee. Where'd that go? So I've got some instant coffee here. Coffee, I know from watching many a day sitting watching Food Network and baking shows and stuff. I know that coffee does intensify the chocolate flavor. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this in. This is just Maxwell House Original Roast Instant Coffee. My son's birthday, his 14th birthday. So for 3 weeks out of every single year, my two children, Aiden and Allison, are the same age for 3 weeks every single year because I had them 11 months apart. So she just turned 13 today, and he'll be 14 on September 30th, the day after my birthday. I will be 34 this year. 30 freaking 4. I can't believe that. But you know what? My 30s have been far greater than my 20s could ever even hope and dream of being. My 20s, I was busy figuring out who I was, just like everybody else, and I didn't have any stable like relationships in my life. Like, I was with Mark, but like I was still living in survival mode, and I didn't like, I don't know, it was different then. I wasn't as confident in our relationship back then. You know, I thought he would just leave like everybody else. And yeah, I like, so if you're turning 30 soon, don't worry. It's so much better. Like, literally, you don't become an adult. Your brain does not stop growing until you are in your late 20s. And you actually don't know who you are until then. Until your late 20s, early 30s. Like, life really does start anew at 30. Or around 30. It's like literally the best years of my life so far. I feel so in control of myself and my life and my future when I used to never feel that. I've never had that sense of security, that deep, secure feeling like I feel now. And it feels really, really good. I wish I had 2 little tiny round cake pans so I could make her a kind of a tall cake, you know, or a little tiered cake. I think that would be really cute. Let me see what kind of pans I got. I know I got a bunch of little pans. I just don't know what kind. We could do like some cupcakes. We can do like, yeah, let's make some cupcakes so that way we can do a tiny tiered cake with 2 cupcakes. I think that'd be so cute. So this looks pretty good. This looks like this is actually the very first, the only homemade cake I've ever made. So we will see. Let me just taste it real quick. Yeah, tastes like brownie batter. Delicious. So I'm gonna get this cooked, and then I will be back, and we'll open presents with Allison. Okay, here are the beautiful chocolate cupcakes. I am going to be taking 2 of them and cutting the tops off and making a tiny little tiered cake. So yeah, we will see her reaction when she gets home. She should be here soon. She's probably on the bus right now. So all right, you guys, she's here. So let's go bring this to her. Allison, yeah. Look. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Wait, here. Here's your gift. Even though you couldn't tell me what you wanted, but...
Oh. Oh. Hey. I was actually needing new eyeliner and stuff. Hey. Well, these are pretty.
Something you've been asking me for forever.
Well, these are really pretty.
Here, show us. She's been wanting new nails, some fake nails, so I got her those ones.
They're really pretty.
Oh, good. Glad you like them.
Thank you.
Happy 13th birthday!